birthday.
Hi, Lee. Happy birthday.
Hi, Lynn.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Diane.
Hi,
Happy
Diane.
healing.
Hi, Betty.
How are you?
Hey,
Diana.
hi, Diana.
I
Hi,
know.
Hi, Diana.
Hi, Diana. Hi.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Hi. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Hi, Alfred.
We're close enough.
Wow.
I miss us
Well,
singing your
we're
birthday
about-
songs.
There's Judy.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, Jen.
Hey,
Pretty close.
so Yuri's not here. Yuri, are you here, dear?
What a happy day. Woo!
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Hey, Jilly.
I don't think we are. I don't think so.
Oh, somebody's in the
Wow.
car. Yay.
High frequency there. What the hell
Yeah.
is that?
I think it's Galactic Federation joined.
Wait, disappear.
The spaceships
We're
joined.
taking off. Yeah, it was a bit too screechy for me. I would never go on that spaceship.
Hello.
Hey, Harry.
Hey.
Hi, Harry.
Hey, Harry.
Hi, Bonnie.
Overseas.
Yeah, I think we've safely landed, please.
Hi. Hey, Jan.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hey, Jan, is Sandra
Hi,
with
Bonnie.
you?
Hiya, Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hey, Brian. Hi, Julie.
Hey. Hi,
There's
Erica.
there's
Hey,
an echo. There's a big echo.
Hey, Nuno.
Jan, are you experiencing any storms
Happy
in Texas?
Summer again.
Hi, Al. We had a hurricane come through here on, what day was that? Thursday.
Thursday
But
night. Yeah.
we didn't get any damage. I was right
Let's
on
see.
the edge of
Let's see
it,
if I go in the other room.
so all is well. We pushed back on that.
Good.
We had sunny
Good, yes.
skies.
I heard
Well,
the
it
news
rained
on
for
the way
over
back.
9 hours solid, but
Wow.
it wasn't a damaging rain. It was, it was just steady. Yeah.
Yeah. We had calm. Everything was calm.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Yay.
clouds.
Dallas and Houston just that it skipped right by you guys.
Yeah. Luckily.
Well, that would help.
We don't know what rain is here in California. That's that wet stuff that comes from the sky.
It looks
I
like
wouldn't say-
Yuri and Catherine are.
We have much rain, but I don't think I'll have to water any of my plants for the next year.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's get started because
Get
Yeah.
to it.
really is we have two areas of insight and they're both staggered but very logical. So
Okay.
the first of all is what is the effect of love and positivity? And what is the do we want to put things
Harry, can you mute?
Yeah, you're cutting out, Peter.
in?
No, entanglement?
Yeah, I missed the last part.
Yeah.
After 11
I got the
positivity.
first question, but I didn't get the second.
Can you
All right.
quit?
The first question is love.
Lost you again.
I can't hear.
Yeah, Harry's not muting.
Is Harry's car
Really?
noise?
It's Harry's fault.
It's a car noise, that's all. I don't know
Well,
whose car, but
what happens when people of quantum get together?
entanglement.
Entanglement.
No, your feet.
Fun.
Love.
No.
Oneness.
What happens is
Balance.
feel
Quantum strength.
one of you.
We can't.
Traveling
We keep
by-
cutting.
Yeah, I can't
We
hear
can't
you.
hear, it's a car noise.
No, I think
Not just the
Peter's
car
actually
noise, we
cutting
can't-
out.
Yes,
Your field is
The field?
100 meters.
The field.
That's your field.
Yes.
What if you're not karma or not quantum? What's your field?
5.
20 meters.
20.
A 20?
Five
sorry.
times. It's 5 times. So a field of 1 is 100. A field of 2 is yet 10. So what's 100 plus 1?
101.
1.
No, it's 1,000.
Oh.
Your field is 1,000. Yeah. So now,
We can't hear you.
now take 2. How big's the field?
10,000.
20,000.
10,000.
10,000.
10,000. Judy's.
And then now take an additional
100,000.
1,000.
100,000. Exactly.
Oh.
Now, on average, we have a field 125
Say that again, please.
25 people.
Say it
So
again.
what's
125 people.
5 zeros?
Wow.
Huge. Just
A whole lot of happy.
So our field.
Yes.
it's a lot of love and positivity.
Gosh.
Now, is it real? Well, they talked about a hurricane category 4 creating a 20-foot storm surge going inland 20, 30 miles.
Right.
A 20-foot storm surge would wipe out. What can stand up to a 20-foot storm surge?
Bunton!
A rock. What is gonna do it? It's gonna stand up. The point is nothing. And so bring that storm surge in.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, they're not muting.
All the weather forecasters were talking about at least a 20-foot storm surge, as high as 50. So the question was, would it go inland 30 or 50 miles? That's a long way.
Yeah.
And how much did it go?
Zip.
Can't hear you.
There was not a storm surge.
No.
0.
Yay.
How
It
much,
was quelled.
how much damage was avoided? Round numbers, $1 trillion. Who did that? We did that.
That's right.
Woo.
That's exciting.
Cool.
Yay.
Fun too.
And that's the way it happens. You all of a sudden you say that can't be, but the reality is it was. And why? Because 125 are basically going to quantum. We're averaging 125 on the 125 hits. Some days it's higher than that, and some days it's lower. But on average, there's 125 people on this planet that are becoming quantum. And our field is now 125 zeros long. Now, we have a number that we call zillion, right? And does anybody remember how a zillion is derived?
million times a million.
Trillion.
Yeah.
It's a trillion times
Times
trillion.
the tree.
Yeah.
Now, a trillion, we're used to billions. And a trillion is just 3 more zeros. There's nobody with $1 trillion worth of personal wealth. There are lots of billionaires. So add 3 more years, or 3 more zeros, and you have trillion. Take trillions, which is to 12, times trillions, which is another 12, and you have zillion. So who cares if you're beyond zillion? I mean, does your life change because a trillion times a trillion is a zillion? No. Does your life change because you can see the evidence of your love and positivity?
Yes.
$1 trillion worth of damage. Well, we did that. There's no other excuse. There's no other logic. And there are multiples of us that see the same thing. So that's just staggering. $1 trillion worth of rebuilding is not even required because of us. You know, there are lots of websites that deal with big numbers. I looked at some of them and they're useless. They don't change your life. They don't make you feel better. But $1 trillion of expense and rebuilding avoided because of what you do, that's amazing.
That's very
think it's
uplifting.
because-
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The
very
fear
true.
factor is not working.
Beautiful.
Right,
Pardon
Peter?
me?
The fear factor is not working.
Correct.
Very
But
reduced.
but it's really part of what is balanced with love and positivity.
Yeah.
Now let's go to spiritual ego, because that's the other piece. When we started having calls often, thanks to COVID, we had 10 people that had mastered their spiritual ego. 10. I can tell you the names. I won't, but I can. I had to count everybody. And then now, if we do spiritual ego, we're at 30. That's a big jump
How many, Peter?
out of 42. So we have 12 left. And the 12 left are all the same. They have hidden fears. We all have a back, right? We can't see what's in back of us. But unless you use a mirror, you don't know if you have holes or growths, or you just don't know. They're in back of you. They're hidden. So the concept of hidden is very real. Well, we all bring into our life hidden fears. And how do we block them out if there are too many? We carry an ego. which protects us. There's a weak ego. There's a strong ego where, like Trump, you just make things up and you don't worry about what you said yesterday. You just say it today. And there's a strong ego, which has a lot more truth in it, but it's still divine. And then you say, I'm going to go quantum. And you get rid of the hidden fears. But you don't get rid of the hidden fears if you don't attend these calls. It's that simple. You stay stuck because you're not doing anything to reduce the hidden fears. But what happens if you reduce the hidden fears? Well, pretty soon you have more than balanced your spiritual self. You don't need it anymore. But you're gonna have a spiritual ego if you already have one. And the irony is the people that are carrying the ego, it's, to me, it's laughable because I had to get myself to the point where I could not only see a spiritual ego, but what was causing it. And the people that have it, they're acting like they know more than I do. All you can do is laugh at that or feel sorry for them. That is huge. Spiritual ego does not go away. It can stay around for zillions of years because if you don't balance out those hidden fears, they're going to stay. I mean, it's just baggage, but trickier because you can't see it.
Yes.
So that's huge.
Yes.
And it shows the value of perspective. I can see Diane and Bernadette and Donna D and, you know, you're on these calls. None of you have this spiritual ego imbalance. None of you. I went through all of you. I know for all of them. But there are 12 of us. And you can see all the ones in the email. Because we have all 42 in the email. There are 12 that have spiritual egos. And basically, you are getting from anybody that has the spiritual ego false information. So that's basically it. Our love and positivity, one, saves over $1 trillion worth of rebuilding spent. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yay, team. Yay,
Yay.
I love you guys.
Hey, that's wonderful.
And now you know that the spiritual ego is built on fear.
Yes.
And if you let those fears stand for a zillion years, you'll never make full quantum.
Yes.
You make 4, but you won't make 6.
Yes.
And 6 is 50% bigger than 4. And it's all up to us. There's nobody else. If somebody else does something, it isn't going to take you from 4 to 6. So, with that, let's go to questions.
Peter, where's the W in the XYZ VXYZ location? Where's the W?
Do it again, Brennan.
Where's the W amongst the XYZ location? The coordinates.
Well, you have Y and Z. That's just math.
Yeah. And where's the W?
No W.
They don't use it.
It's not used.
It's not used, Bernadette.
Oh, why is that?
What it is.
It is just it is.
It's what it is.
It is what it is.
It's interesting.
You know, it's W one way is a whatever. And
Oh, really?
W, flip it over, it's a mom.
Yeah.
It's interesting. As Bernadette said, W, it's like double U, which is we. The first letter for we.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's double U.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Cool, Nuno.
That's very, I never thought of it that way.
There's me and we.
Yeah.
Me is
And the we,
single. But then you realize, no, we're all one. So me has to change to we.
He chose to be a we.
Right. Does that answer your question?
Yes, Peter. And also, do you remember with colours and humour, it's only O-R, so it's like another part, the O-R, and then there's the aperture, more depth of field, I feel, quantum field, as
No,
colours.
it's a morphogenetic field. There's no quantum field.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Morphogenetic.
All right then.
That's a big point. That
Yeah.
morphogenetic is one of the is in that list of 17.
Yes.
Yes. And then, what about our instead of or with colours and humour? Our is, what's our? Means all.
Sorry, Bernadette, you're...
Yeah.
Right.
It's
We
just,
means all and our means all. So with
Right.
humour, it's got H-U-M-O-R in the American language. Or is an alternative. So our is all. In colours.
and remember, the first way of describing is through numbers. Letters in the US are 26 letters. That's the alphabet. I think it's the same in Britain.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Numbers too. So you use numbers first. And then if you want another way of looking at and getting the same thing, then you go to letters. You have alphabet. And Sanskrit kind of was the first use of letters this time. Remember,
Okay.
we've done restarts.
Okay. So it's Sanskrit then.
Okay.
Oh gosh, Peter.
That's not an easy one to learn, I can tell you that.
Oh my gosh, have you learnt it, Noreen?
Yes. I actually went from 0 to 8th grade level in 1 year. So
Wow.
What?
yeah,
Wow.
You jumped 8 grades.
8th grade. Yeah.
Wow, that is cool.
I'm not surprised.
He's a pretty bright guy.
Yes.
We have
Yeah.
an amazing group.
Yes, we do.
Gosh.
You need to think about, for example, there were 10 of us that ascended as Mayans. All 10 are here.
Yes.
All 10. That's phenomenal. We have very bright people, and our lights are bright. And the only thing we have to do is know what the truth is
Yes.
and use the truth, because that's even older than we are. You know, and that's all. And
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
okay.
Peter, I had a question.
Okay.
This is Paula. What you added to the website, it says the now,
Yes.
daily focus. What are the numbers after no, focus 1 times,
Yes.
strength times 2, water strength 3 times, heart becomes quantum 4 times? Could you explain that, please?
It goes to so that really is a statement of being fully quantum, having no bias, being a master. So you get 1, you need 6. So it's like a game. And there's 6. And once you have 6, you're the winner. So that's what it is. It is a game. So as you progress through that game of 1 through 6, you become quantum. You have no bias. So rather than you have 20 rules coming up once pre-quantum is announced, 20 rules, and you compare that to 2 words. And what's easier?
2 words. No bias.
Exactly. So, I can tell by your eyes, Paul, that there's something.
Yeah, they're just glazed over a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm learning, I'm learning. So the 6, but it actually, yeah, okay.
So, for right now, it's a game. You win once you get all 6. And as you add, you'll increase from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6.
Okay, that makes sense.
6 levels.
Right. And 6
Yeah.
is the number of quantum.
Yes.
Right.
4 is the number of divine. So you still need rules. You still need consciousness and thought and brain.
Right. That makes more sense. That makes more sense to me. I can hear that. Yeah.
Okay. So
Perfect. Thank you.
you look better.
It's clearer now. It's coming to
Yeah.
me.
Good job, newbie. You're doing great.
Are.
Yay, Paula.
Thanks.
Hey, Paula.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So who else has a question?
I have a video I'll be sharing today of Paris. The city of Paris has mastered the use of water. They have it available all over the city now. It's free. And they have an app that shows you where you can get sparkling natural water or regular natural water. And some of the dispensaries have a list of the minerals in there. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys today. So I'll send that after the call.
Thank you. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you,
Cool.
Diana.
Thanks, Diana.
Thank you, Diana.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Diana.
There's Yuri.
Thank you.
Yuri.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi, Yuri.
To what Diana was just sharing with us, the town next to Colorado Springs, where I live, is called Manitou Springs. And Manitou Springs brings water from the mountains, and it's very different. And they closed it all down a decade or two ago because it was tested and approved by the government. So they went through testing and approval, and now it's all approved. And it comes and has very different tastes, approved by the government, and some of it's really good. So it's just something to know about. But it's amazing in Paris, you can get water and it's free. And
it's a really wonderful system that they've devised and uses UV light and something else I can't remember, but no chemicals. It's all natural. And this is duplicatable. That's why I wanted our group to see this, because we can bring this to United States and clean up our water. And then you wouldn't need to buy bottled water anymore. Their dispensaries, if someone needs a bottle, is a container only. Nowhere in Paris can you buy bottled water. Nowhere. Because the water is free. So you just bring your vessel, your container, and fill up as much water as you want.
Right. The UV works. I have in my house.
Yeah.
I keep the fans on 24 hours. So UV purified that's always moving 24 hours a day.
Wow.
It helps.
That's great.
UV looks like a W in a way. It's nearly.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
We get our
WW DOS.
we get our water. There's a few stores around that has the UV and something else I can't remember. And we bring our jugs and fill them, and then I put them upside down on this crock thing, and it's nice and clean water. It costs, but it's like 39 cents a gallon.
Wow.
And
Still not bad.
then I
Can't
just
complain
fill-
about that one.
No, I've been doing this for
Esther.
years.
Hey, Esther.
I asked
Hi, Esther.
Everybody.
Next.
Yes, it seems to be like UV in the field now, you know, like in the consciousness.
Well, consciousness, again, is electric.
Yes.
We're not, you cannot prevent a storm surge,
No.
No.
but you can with love activity.
Yeah.
Quantum really is.
No, but what I'm saying is that UV seems to be in the media.
Well, yes, UV is this new thing. Some of the schools are using UV. They're using stronger filters.
Yeah.
But the UV basically is it's using that part of the sun to eliminate contaminants. You know, blue blood, remember blue blood? And
Yes.
and what did blue blood have? They had pictures of silver. Well, colloidal silver destroys about 600 forms of bacteria. So, because they were taking Peter, in silver and consuming their water that way, it was bacteria that would have harmed them were clear of them. So it never got to them. Hi, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hello.
She was getting ready
There
to
she
do
is.
something.
hello.
Hey, Bonnie.
How
Say-
you doing?
Uh-oh.
Well, at least we got to see her.
Yeah.
There.
She's been here all day. All day.
So, more questions.
Uh,
It's me, Nuno.
oh, Nuno, yeah.
Please, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you please clarify in the homepage, quantum homepage, there's a section that says that you don't have to pray or meditate, and then further you say you just have to check quantum threshold the first time. I didn't understand how you go from you don't have to pray or meditate to check whose quantum threshold with our magnificence. Do you remember that part?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Could you please clarify that?
First of all, when you pray, you ask, and where is your request received? A bank of digital computer.
Yeah.
Secondly, when you meditate, ask that same bank of quantum digital computer. They could care less. They're real.
Yeah, they're not saying.
At the same time, Magnificence is approving everything that you do is removed from you because you don't believe in it. Maybe not even know that. But once you believe and then start your Magnificence the local.
You
And
cut
it
it. You cut
goes,
out. Cutting in and out, Peter.
oh, and it knows instantly what you want. And if it's sharing something with you, it might add indirectly. But if it once you've already learned that lesson, your Magnificence will answer you directly and immediately.
Yeah, there's no intermediary. There's no delay.
Correct. And it's all for you. Because what are you doing? What am I doing? We are gathering experience. But if we don't have the right parameters around that experience, we don't have it yet.
Yeah.
So, in a way, what you are doing is becoming your because more and more and more.
Yeah, so it's rather than thinking, it's doing, and it's instantaneous.
Right.
Yeah.
In the case you could within that no to balance grow, you use focus.
Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how.
And it's a light focus, isn't it? It isn't heavy focus. It's a balanced focus.
Mm-hmm.
A light focus. Thank you.
That's a great way to say it, he said.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember, for 5,000, we were all one. We collectively knew things. And then something new would happen. So no was collective. New. So we learned to balance it. And then what happened once we balanced the new? We grew.
Yeah.
As that is simple. And then what did we add? We added multiples or magnificence.
Yeah.
And then we knew we needed strength. We knew we needed water. And so we made water with 5 levels. The creation level. So what do we, when we use creation level and strength, we get more strength. That's simple.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the plasma level, which is our DNA and RNA, period. And then we have the air level, right? That's air and atmosphere and sky and ionosphere and all that stuff. And then bring it down, you have, it becomes 32 degrees, and we don't drink it unless ice cubes. And then we go below 32 degrees, and it becomes ice. And ice gathers dust. And how do we make our bodies? From the dust we collect with ice.
Yeah, the dirt.
Yeah.
Dirt.
Dirt. But if it weren't for the ice, we would have nothing to collect it. And we skate on the ice. Some of us like to ice skate. Ice gets dusty. We use that dust to make a physical body. Dust. So, but that page where it's 17 different things, it's like everything. This practical. You know how to recognize clones, right? These are all practical things. What happens to anybody if they look at a clone and don't realize it's a clone? They get fooled.
Mm-hmm.
Are there good clones and bad clones? Yeah. That's right. This is skill, making clones. Hey, I mean, they're just, creation just gives tremendous growth choices. And you can choose to ignore it, or you can choose to embrace it.
Yes.
Be happy that he can't get food. Be happy that you never die. Be happy that you never age. Be happy that you never have disease. What is there that's bad about it?
Mhm.
No, did you get your...
And what happened? What's bad about avoiding over trained up rebuild?
There's nothing bad about that.
You guys did that. Plus,
Did it.
a lot of the ones that are the video.
Yes.
Is it better to participate? Oh, enormous. We're all participating. I don't know what it, and I don't know what you're going to ask. That's why I don't. And that's the uncertainty. Who's going to speak next? What are they going to ask? What am I going to say? That's fun.
It is fun.
And
It's a lot of fun for me to listen.
So I was thinking just that because what you shared, Peter, about the ice.
Incredible.
I have to. I confess this
No,
is the first
no,
time
can you speak up? There you go.
Sorry. What you share about the ice, I have read about the ice level of water relating to the solids, our physical body, a lot of times, but this was the first time I really understood it. I understood everything. Because yes, ice, and you've wrote that, ice gathers dirt. And yes, it's the material part we need for the body. So it's just another level, another big step. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I understand what I understand what Nuno was saying, because when we really get it, we feel it change us, because we were directly impacted by the hurricane and the predictions and stuff. When I felt it really altered and knew that it was quantumly driven on that, it's an experience I'll never forget.
I'll always remember it.
Yeah.
And it's so basic.
I understand what you're saying exactly, Jan.
What, Peter?
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, great.
And that's where out gathering experiences.
Yes, the aha moments.
Yeah.
And for the last 1,000 super cycles, we gather our experiences more efficiently. We have an energy that unfortunately we have to die, but not anymore, because one of the things we do is stay awake. Takes 0.45 seconds. Well, that's 0.45 seconds out of 86,400 seconds a day. Take you much if you give up half a second of that.
Forget about the zillions.
Yeah. Right. Well, you switch back and forth between the two energies.
When you're using this, sorry, Peter.
No, just by knowing to do that.
Going backwards and forwards, did you say?
Yeah, I said when you're using spiritual ego, the half second may be hard, because the ego doesn't give you a break, it's just gonna run.
These hidden fears are driving you nuts, and you don't know it.
Yes.
But by focusing on the truth, we're able to see where our false beliefs lie
and then we're able
Yeah.
to trust that spiritual ego. And that's the thing. We have all the tools that we need. Peter's given us everything.
Yeah.
So, sometimes people are like, I don't know about my spiritual ego. I don't know where things are at, and they doubt themselves. But looking at those truths really help to exploit those false beliefs so that you can change that every day.
Yeah, there's a contrast, isn't there? Contrast.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's
It's called growth.
that's the irony. There's mess, there's truth. There's no in with consciousness. There's 5D and 3D, and it isn't working.
Yes.
It's really, if you just read the word again on the first page, I added the hidden fear.
Oh, you added the hidden fear.
Yeah.
I saw
So it's already done.
I saw that before the call.
But
Yeah, me too.
and if there's something to add,
Yeah.
I'll argue with you, and I'll add.
I do have a question. When we
Okay.
were talking about ice and dirt earlier, some people associate dirt with composting and garbage. But since I've been studying water lately, the importance of minerals in that dirt has become strong for me.
Yeah.
So,
Right, and those are the way to make the dirt more valuable. So you're getting the backbone, and
I didn't hear you.
you're gaining the backbone for everything, and then adding whatever you wish to add. Accurate backbone.
Yay! I like quantum accessories. They add to my triangle.
Yeah.
Right, that's
You
right.
sound like a quantum Barbie.
I like the font for today's text, because the cube was a triangle with a squiggle in it.
Nice work, Maureen. Nice work.
Yeah.
Peter, we are about 50 minutes into the call.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
So does anybody have any other questions or areas of conversation?
Just feels like everything's moving
Moving
Monday.
forward.
forward.
Now, as we enter February, the next month, which
September.
you want to have a September, you want to first call
Tuesday.
September
On Tuesday, next Tuesday, do you guys want to call?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
8th.
Yes. Yes.
With no delay, yes.
We all agree on that.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
We'll see everybody Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
it is.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Love you, Judy.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you all.
Bye, Yuri.
Bye, Peter.
Bye, Jan.
Do it.
Bye, Diana. See you.
Good to see you. I'm gonna follow you.
Okay.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye, Yuri.
It's all about love.
Yuri dear.
Yuri.
Yuri dear. Oh, they're gone. Oh,